I'd like to start by saying thank you for having me here today, and thank you for bringing the voice of not only mine, but the community here to be heard. People are dying on our streets every day, and this doesn't have to happen. Active opioid use in our neighborhood has had a seriously negative impact on our community. While I don't like seeing people die, and I know you don't either, something has to happen, and the city has to get involved in order to make change. What we're seeing is a steady increase now of opioid use, whereas in the past, we saw a relatively strong decrease. And this is a cause for major concern. The impact on our community is that we're seeing a lot of waste. Our property values are declining, and there's an overall general concern for our personal safety. What I've heard people say in community meetings is that they used to love our neighborhood. They used to want to walk around our neighborhood. They felt that it was beautiful, but now they don't. Not to be able to walk outside your front door and feel safe is an unbearable feeling that we are now presented with. People who I know who have children have seen dirty needles at school. They've had their children say, "Hey, what is this?" and show them a dirty needle, a used needle that should have been disposed of properly, or that shouldn't have been there at all. These are things that are happening every day and are causing great concern. So additional concerns about opioid use in our neighborhood are that the homeless encampments are growing in number and size. There's a lot of noise that comes around these encampments, people screaming and yelling and fighting. This is serious. This impacts us in our homes while we're trying to sleep. Our property values are going down. People are not moving to our neighborhoods. People are not selling their properties at prices they think they deserve after having spent 20, 30 plus years improving their properties. And what's also happening is that people are not actually doing any future improvements or planned improvements because they're not going to get the return on that investment. There's a lot of human waste in the sidewalks. There are dirty needles everywhere. As I mentioned, in close proximity to the school systems and its playgrounds. And ultimately, these things need to get better and not worse. Well, who's to blame for our current situation? I can't point my finger at one individual person or entity, but I do know that our neighborhoods bear this burden and that the city, yes, the city needs to do something about it. I do think that there is a solution for this problem. I've met with lots of families. We've had community meetings, focus groups, neighborhood town halls. And the one solution that we all agree upon is that the city needs to intervene and actively take the people who are using opioid drugs and other drugs for that matter and move them out of the area. There are just so many problems, and we need to do something, and that something has to happen now. Hello, my name is John Erickson. My name is John Erickson. I am over the age of 18, and I am aware that this is a non-union job, and I'm free to work as a non-union actor. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I will be rehearsing and shooting virtually here from my home in Los Angeles, California. I agree to rehearse and shoot this job virtually from my home should I book it. I understand there's a virtual rehearsal for one day, the week of August 2nd. I'm available during that week for rehearsal, and I'm aware of the fact that there is a virtual shoot for one day, the week of August 16th. I am fully available during that week.